All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so like you're like, yeah, I guess. That was like
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Oh, it's not that bad. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Off the Script VTuber Encounters, where we interview the multitude of VTubers that don't get as much attention as they truly deserve. And starting off today, I'd like to welcome the #1 burger enthusiast in the entire world, Rayleigh. Is it Rayleigh or is it Rayleigh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It is Rayleigh. Yeah.
Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. I'm Ray or Rayleigh. I love burgers. I don't really have a lot of lore. I just love burgers, and I'm orange, I guess, and I make content on the internet.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the top of the list is the burgers, and then like after
Yeah.
that, the document is blank.
You gotta know I love burgers first, and then
Can you actually explain that? Is that a character thing, or is it just you like burgers?
No, I actually like. I'm insanely obsessed with burgers. I think it started because like in my second year of college, I would not be able to have the energy to like cook and stuff or
Oh
meal
my
prep,
God.
so that I would like order takeout like a shit
All the
ton.
time?
Wait, am I allowed to curse? Is that
Oh yeah,
is
yeah,
that
you can
okay?
curse. Yeah, you can curse.
Okay. Yeah, so I would order like burgers because that was like the easiest and most accessible thing to like get and like the cheapest one. So that I would like eat burgers like almost every single day until like my guts were like pleading for help.
Yeah, it
And
is.
from and then from then on, like I just like got obsessed with them, and it's almost like my comfort food now because like whenever I'm stressed, I just like, oh, I want a burger and stuff. So yeah.
I just know I didn't donate to you on stream. I donated to you off stream just because you got rated. And the first thing I was told was, "Good luck. That's being used on burgers." And I was like, "Oh, got it, man. I guess."
That's so funny. No, okay, so what I think what like I like to show, or I guess to my stream, I like to overshow that like, oh, I'm eating burgers all the time, but like, you know, that's actually not true. Like I can't afford that. It's
Oh, yeah,
like
good cover
not
up.
in this economy.
Good cover up. Yeah, good cover up. Good cover up. I'll put a disclaimer on screen. She doesn't
Yeah.
actually eat burgers all the time. That way we
Yeah,
can
I eat other things like rice maybe.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
The maybe is crazy. Oh, and then I was gonna ask you this when you were doing your introduction, but Rayleigh, is that like a made up name, or are you one of the people that use your real name?
It is a made up name, but then it's like it's actually, I'm not gonna say to what, but it is a reference to my actual name.
Okay, gotcha.
But I'm obviously not gonna say
You're
like
not gonna
my
dox
actual name.
No, you're not gonna dox
Yeah,
yourself. No, I don't
but-
expect you to dox yourself here.
But like it was actually because I've had a lot of different like internet aliases.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that one.
Yeah. So I think like I would never be able to settle on one single username all the time. And then I think like one friend of mine on the internet, for some, like he knew my real name, and then he was like, oh, like let me just call you Rayleigh. And I'm like, wait, that kind of I like
That kind of slaps.
that kind of slaps. And I was like, I think I'm just gonna stick to using that from now, and I guess like I just did.
The rebrand.
So,
The
yeah,
rebrand.
the quote unquote rebrand.
And what's your character like? Like I know you explained it before that your character is basically you're basically the colors instead of the model.
Yeah.
But really,
Mhm.
like, what is it?
So originally, like, so this is not my actual model,
Mhm.
and this is just like a little outfit thingy that I did. But
Yeah.
originally, when I made my model, I had really wanted to do something based on like a Bengal tiger because
Oh yeah.
from where I'm from, that's our national animal. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. But then like I didn't really know how to, you know, I didn't want to be a tiger per se. Like
Oh okay.
I didn't want like animal ears and like a tail and stuff. I just wanted to incorporate, I guess, the design of a tiger onto a character. And that's essentially what I did. So I know like a lot of people come by my stream and they're like, oh, what are you? And I'm just like, I'm just a VTuber. Like, I'm not any animal.
At the most, you're just somebody that dressed up for sports one day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
the sports colors, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I also like emphasize on like based on a tiger instead of like I am a tiger,
Oh,
because
I am
I'm
the tiger.
not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. And I was actually gonna ask you about that because you brought it up. You're actually the first person I know of that made your own model, your original model. Not this one though. Yeah, I saw your. By the way, it blew up on TikTok. By the way, but I watched a few of those that you were basically going step by step of learning every single thing about it, just so you didn't have to buy one.
Oh yeah.
Was that too difficult?
It was. Okay, well, I mean, the drawing part wasn't that difficult. It was, I would say, tedious because of like the layer separation. But when I got to the rigging, oh lord. Oh my god.
You had to learn everything.
I had to learn I joined like the live 2D community, and I took a lot of help from like people that I knew that knew how to rig.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. Like for me though, I tend to hyper focus on things. And so I had sat down like 3-4 days in a row, just sitting down in my room, learning how to rig, and I almost got like I think it's called RSI from it, because my wrist was
oh my god.
Yeah.
That much.
Yeah, and it's so funny because like my mom was visiting at the time when I was rigging my model, and she doesn't really know anything about VTubing, but she would see me with like work on like these animations, and so she's like, wait, like how are you working on this all day? Like what are you doing? Go eat or something. I'm like, Mom, I have to complete this, please.
Mom, please, you don't understand.
Yeah, I gotta be an anime girl, please.
Actually, that brings up a good point. Does anybody in your family know about your VTubing adventures, I should say?
Oh yeah. Actually, it's like only my mom, dad, and my sister. So like my family, they know, and I told them and I explained to them what VTubing really is. But in terms of like my other relatives, like aunts and uncles, I think they know I do things on the internet, but they just like, because my mom, she's like, she likes to, I guess, talk about her kids, right? And everything that they're doing.
The bragging.
So yeah, so she almost like told some of them, especially when I was like doing TikTok and stuff, and some of the videos were like getting really like traction out there. She like told everybody sort of, but then I told her not to like go into the exact details of what I do, especially like VTubing, right?
Don't gotta spread it through the entire family. All of the bloodline knows. Exactly,
and it's like, I know they wouldn't even understand what VTubing is regardless, even if my mom told them, because like they're like not there's a generational gap, right?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so they'll be like, oh, what? And so I just told her, like, don't even like go there, don't even try, it's fine, they don't have to know, they just know I do like maybe YouTube or like stream or something.
Oh yeah. I mean, literally this image of like a green screen with 2 anime people on it would probably break a lot of that kind of generation's mind. Like, it's just so unbelievably different.
Right? Like I don't think even my mom, like when she didn't know what VTubing was, and I had to sit down with her like for 30 minutes to actually like
explain.
Like when cause when she visited me, like I didn't fully tell her the extent of what I was doing, but like when she had visited me, for context, she lives in like a different country, so so she visited me, and like I couldn't see her all the time because I had stream, so I had to explain to her like, okay, so this is what I do, and she's like, wait, how does it move and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's like a filter, and she's like, she thought, she's like, oh, it's like one of those Facebook lives I saw with like people, and I'm just like, I
Dude,
don't know.
you're not even the first person I've heard like the Facebook Live horror story thing from. That's the second time I've heard about like the being spread around on Facebook type thing.
I don't even know what she like saw. She was like, "Oh, is it like those like little animals? Like I've seen some people do it like with parrots and stuff." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Wrong side of the internet there. That's the exact opposite side from us. Yeah, we would
Literally.
But when you made your model and doing all that stuff, I know something's been brought to my attention here. Is it like a technical error, or do you really just have a lazy eye?
It's my glasses.
It's the glasses that throw it off. Okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, they're denying it so much. Maybe it's true.
no, it's so funny because it's my glasses, because my glasses are reflective, and if you see my setup, like I could send you a picture like later of like
Okay.
how everything is, but I essentially have this study lamp, I guess, in front of me, in front of my webcam. Oh yeah, I use a webcam, not an iPhone, so the tracking is a
okay.
bit
off.
And so you need a lot of like lighting for it to be like accurate, and so I have this like really big lamp behind my webcam.
The lamp.
It's literally like shining light in front of my eyes, and so I think it reflects on my glasses, and the webcam can track my eyes sometimes.
Yep.
So yeah.
I mean
That's what happens.
I mean that's a pretty good cover-up story. I'll make sure to spread that one around.
Yeah, man.
How
What
about-
can I say? I'm actually
yeah.
a frog IRL. I frog blink all the time.
Looking in two different directions. You've got both the screens. You have to look at both of them at the exact same
Yeah,
time.
that's what they don't tell you, the reality of being a Twitch streamer, like the consequences of what
Yeah.
happens.
That's actually the lore now, and right below burgers is that dude, IRL, you were actually a frog in disguise. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think that
Yeah.
actually that could explains a lot of things, I would say.
Yeah, it interconnects, I think. Definitely.
Speaking of the like lore and stuff, like do you ever plan to try to like expand on your character, or maybe even get like new models and stuff like that, or are you just like one thing right now?
I think I used to have like somewhat of a lore that I just, so I did plan to, do a lore reveal just because of like, VTubing
Yeah.
traditions and stuff. And it was like a really basic simple lore that I had, but I'm not sure actually. Maybe in the future, like, for something fun, if I have the funds for it, I would like totally do it. But for now, like as I've made more content, I think I sort of realized that I don't just want a VTubing audience per se. So hence like why I'm not stressing too much about the things that VTubers typically do. I want like more of a general audience where like even if you don't know too much about VTubing idol culture, you could still watch me. Like you don't have to know about like lore, or like you don't have to know about like singing and stuff like that, or like Japanese anime songs and stuff.
Yeah.
I
mean, at
so
the
yeah,
end of the day,
probably.
at the end of the day, you're just like playing games. Like, so you can just, it's just a voice that's playing games. So, I mean, that's all you need to know. So that makes sense. I mean, and with models, did you ever plan to get more in the future? Or just, are you making your own?
I feel like maybe in the future, but this is like, I don't see myself getting it like before a certain milestone. Probably like if I've had a sort of established audience, maybe then I would really like polish out my design one final time, but that's about it. Because I don't want to change it too much though, because I still want to be like recognizable from like my colors and
the
like
colors.
my features. So
I mean, it's also kind of hard because you've talked about that you've had to skip streams before because you have schoolwork and stuff like that and college work.
Yeah, that was definitely hard.
Were you making your model around the same time that you were in college?
I was.
The slacking.
Yeah, that's why it took like a really long time, like almost about a year, I think. Actually, no.
Oh,
I
wow.
think it took like half a year-ish to make everything. And I couldn't even like, properly polish it out because I was like focusing on school at the same time. So
Yeah.
I was like trying to do it like super fast because my thing was like I want like any model out so I can make like or diversify my content. So I wanted to
Yeah.
do it as soon as I could.
Yeah, you just wanted to get
basically.
it done so you can start making content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for a beginner, I would say it's actually really good, especially for the first try. I mean, it works. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
It looks
yeah,
good. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad.
I didn't have a lot of like expectations for it, I guess, because I was like, oh, this is my
Yeah.
first time. So there was a few like issues in terms of like the head turns and stuff, but
Yeah.
I think it's okay. It's okay. I
think it was pretty good, to be honest.
Thank you.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people's first tries, and I don't think the
Mhm.
first tries came out working. So I mean, I think that's pretty good. But
Thank you.
with college and stuff, I mean, you're trying to go for actual like real life like type jobs here. Do you ever plan on switching over like completely out of VTubing, or do you plan to always maybe keep it as a hobby?
I think I would always keep it as a hobby because like I don't ever see myself like stopping streaming.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild to me. Like, whoa, that would be
Yeah.
crazy because I genuinely like enjoy streaming, like even just like playing games and just yapping.
Yeah.
I
basically.
think it's almost like every time I've had like a stressful week or like a day, I would just like stream and then I would feel better. So I don't think I could ever like switch out even if I have a full-time job. I think if I had a full-time job, I would do even more because I would have this like stable source of income
True.
that could like help me do so much more that I like,
Yeah.
already.
And if you don't have work outside of your actual job, it's actually more time on the internet.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I guess that gives you more time. And then, oh shit, where was I? I was about to say something. Hold on. The thought process lost me. Wait.
The cogs are turning.
The cogs are turning. I need that halo. Can I have that? Halo? Oh shoot! It was a really good one too, and I didn't even think about it.
College, work.
Hold on. Yep, we're running back. We're tracing back. Hold on. What is happening? Why did I just blank on like everything I was gonna say? Hold
No,
on.
that happens.
No.
I felt that.
Don't worry, this is going on the YouTube short. Oh shit.
You
know
got
what?
it.
Fuck it, we're skipping that question because I genuinely I'm gonna think about it in like the next 2 hours or something. I don't know why. That was so
Damn,
good
I'm
too.
curious now. I want to know what you
Yeah, I
wanted
don't
to
know.
do.
I don't know what I was gonna say. Shoot. Oh no, I know what I was gonna say. Do you ever have that thing where it's like, because you stream so much and all the games you play, you're streaming. Do you ever play a game without streaming and you try to like narrate on yourself as if you were streaming, and it's hard to like get out of that mindset of like, how am I gonna like casually play this game without having a chat?
No, actually, this is so funny and oddly specific because I've done that in like Discord VCs with friends.
Where you like you try to keep content up and they're like, what are you doing? Or like,
No, it was so funny because like one time it was like super late and I was like playing a game and I think I had 2 of my friends in my VC and one of them was just like chilling
Mhm.
and the other I was just playing with, and he was just watching me play and then I was just like yapping. I don't know why.
The
Like
whole
I
time?
just kept yapping. Yeah, I just like, oh, I'm gonna do this and blah 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 blah. Like it was just so natural for me. And then he's like, wait, Ray, like, are you streaming? And I'm like, no, I'm streaming to you, but I'm not streaming on Twitch. He's like, why are you talking like that? And I'm like,
Yeah, I had the same thing. I was playing Content Warning, I wasn't even on stream, and like the whole time, if I was quiet, I was like thinking, I was like, I gotta start talking, like right now.
it feels so weird. Like if you're
Yeah.
quiet for like 5 seconds, I'm like,
It's like,
Like, how
oh
am I
shit,
supposed
wait,
to
no,
say
you just look over at the viewer count, it's going down. It's like, stop, wait, no, please come back, no, I swear I was intimidating.
I'll
Please.
redeem myself, please.
And then, one of the first games I actually saw you on, one of the ones I saw you yap the most on is it's Cuphead, and I
Oh.
gotta say, How long did it beat you? I said that wrong. How long did it take you to beat that game?
Oh, I haven't beat it yet.
Oh my god. You're still yeah, you're still on Mr. Dice?
Yeah, I still like okay, so yeah.
I just remember I joined your stream maybe like a week after I found you, and you're on
Yeah.
Mr. Dice, and you played one round and said, "All right, let's go watch YouTube now." You immediately died and just stopped.
I can't. That game has oh my god. Like actually playing that game has taught me a lot of patience because now I play like other games and I'm like, oh, this is not too bad.
Yeah,
Let's
this
just
is
try
pretty
again.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty chill. I've not beaten Mr. Dice yet. Yeah, I like burnt out because I've spent like weeks trying to beat that guy. So now I'm just taking a break. But I hope I can finish the game because I'm so freaking close and I don't want to quit just now. Yeah.
It's like, all right, guys, you heard it here first. Join her stream if she's live right now, and tell her to play against Mr. Dice. And if she loses, you can laugh at her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
point and laugh, I guess. That's what my
Point-
entire community does.
Yeah, basically, I've noticed that the whole community is just it's just bullying the streamer. That's the whole thing.
I mean, I do establish. I what I like about my community though is that they don't always they don't take it too far.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, like they know when to stop. But it's like it's funny because I bully them back, so it's okay.
I bully them back. Hey, if you get all that stress from school, all you gotta do is turn on stream and bully your chat. That's all I can-
Exactly.
How would you describe what your content is? I know you talked about how you wanted to be chill. You're not really like, you want to have a VTuber model, but you don't really want to be known as the VTuber. But how would you describe your own content?
That's really that's a good question because I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fair.
But I think I would like for now. I just I just play games. I guess try to
Yeah, do what you want, you know?
yeah do whatever I want and like yap a lot. Make I guess make people laugh. That's about
I
it.
guess
but-
that's okay. That's a good
yeah,
answer.
I guess in the future though, I definitely want to like diversify in the sense that
Mhm.
I don't know how, but like also do like
that's-
IRL things maybe.
Yeah, but
that would be cool.
that's future use problem. But the idea is there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But I was mostly asking that question because, like, if I ever open up your YouTube, all of your videos they actually aren't videos. They're actually like clips that you uploaded as videos. Why would you
Yeah.
do that instead?
So one main reason was because I was in school and I didn't have time to edit.
Oh, okay,
So
gotcha.
I would just like post like short moments, like super roughly edited stuff. And for some of them, it was actually like working sometimes. Like I would post 20-second clips of my videos, I guess. And then,
And they would do better as a video?
yeah, they would do better than like my 5-minute ones. So, and I would spend so much time like doing the 5-minute ones while in school. So I was like, okay, for now, I'm just gonna do like 30-second short videos
Right.
and stuff. So yeah, that's essentially why.
Yeah, when I first saw it, at first I was confused, but really it actually isn't that rare because I was thinking about it. I was like, it's kind of like if you ever open up like Cooksy's channel, like a clips
Yeah.
channel. That's kind of what it is that they
Yeah.
upload it as videos and not shorts. So it
Yeah.
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, and I also like I tried to look at it as like in a meme point of view where if you went into my channel, you could take a clip and maybe like instead of at least for that specific time, it would be more of a meme troll account.
Oh yeah.
Where I would just be shit posting.
Yeah, you like pick a random one and you're just like, oh yeah, this VTuber's cursed as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when you sort by popular, and I think the most popular one is the lazy eye one. Is that?
Oh god, bro. I don't know why people like that so much.
think
Like
it was- I think it was genuinely like a community loved it and like they kept watching it, and then it went out to YouTube, and then it was just funny that you were getting bullied over it.
I was like, bro, I'm spending my ass off like on editing something, making
then-
sure it's like putting all the relevant memes,
Yeah.
and then one freaking short about a lazy eye. Okay, I guess that takes the freaking court.
I have the same fucking problem, especially with TikTok. TikTok, I upload like, oh, like look at all this cool thing I did. I uploaded a trailer video for one of my biggest videos, but that one did not pop off nearly as much as me dying in League. Like I don't get it. It was just me.
Yeah.
It was also me yelling about like, what was it? Like I think it was one of their limited time like game modes, and then so, like one of my friends found something funny in it, and like that's it. That was the whole clip. I was like, okay. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. TikTok confuses me. Shorts confuses me. I don't get
No,
it.
I totally get that because even though I've been doing TikTok for like a while now, I still can't figure out their algorithm. Like I figured out.
I don't get
like,
it.
I think I know how Reels works or like Shorts because there's like a consistent pattern for it, at least like to me and in my experience. But with TikTok, like I can't. I don't get it.
The other problem is that something that could pop off on YouTube Shorts, you upload the exact same video on TikTok.
Yes.
Does not get anything.
Exactly.
It's so weird. I think it must be like an attention span thing. Like TikTok is like a lower attention span, and if you're on YouTube, you're trying to at least a little bit commit to videos. I think that might be the difference.
I think like also there's like a style variance as well. Like for TikTok, I think people like that raw sort of emotion in clips where it's like unfiltered and just like it's sort of like a platform where you know take out your phone and you just start recording and bam, you post it. You don't really have to edit it, you know.
True.
But on Shorts, you have to put that extra effort.
Yeah, the subtitles, like animation things. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think there are also differences. I think TikTok just absolutely loves the TTS voice. They fucking love that thing. You put a TTS voice, okay, actually, no. If you put a TTS voice on TikTok, you'll see the attention like level out a little bit where the TTS was going and then drop off when it's done. YouTube doesn't use a TTS voice, but if, for God forbid, if you put a red arrow at one part of your video, they will stay there to watch it disappear. They will stay there. I literally, the only videos that I watched pop off with the red arrow, you can see the retention level out and then drop down when the arrow disappears. I think we must just like shiny things or something.
Yeah, we're like what is that animal that really likes
the raccoon?
Like bling. Yeah, like raccoons and stuff. Even with thumbnails, the more like red circles and the more red arrows you more people click on it. It's actually so funny.
I think I've gotten thumbnails a little bit down, but I don't have shit post thumbnails down. Like the red circles, I don't get how any of that shit works. Like I can get like the basic, like if you're gonna do a big video, like I can do like the Mr. Beast thumbnails a little bit, but not. Not if I can't do the red arrow one. It just doesn't. I don't get it. My brain doesn't work that way, so I have no idea how I can make something like that.
I honestly just use it as a meme. Like
the big red arrow.
Yeah, I just put it somewhere random.
Somewhere. And it just ups the views for some reason.
Yeah. And it's funny because like if you like think about it, if you put a red arrow on like a random place, people are gonna question it, be like, why is she putting a red arrow there?
Oh, like wait, that's actually smart because then there's nothing there, so people were like, oh wait, what is that? Now I gotta find out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the video just has nothing to do with any of it. That's actually so smart. And if the video has nothing to do with the red arrow, they have to watch to the very end to find out about that. Okay, wait, no, I think you've helped me figure out YouTube. I'll be right back.
Write that down.
Someone write that down right now.
Mr. Beast is calling right now.
Fuck, you found me out. But you were talking about that IRL stuff earlier. I just want to know, has any of your content before VTubing, well, actually, let me rephrase that. Have you had any content before VTubing, like IRL stuff at all?
Yes, sort of. Actually, yeah. It's actually. Wait. Listen.
That hesitation was crazy.
I was thinking. I had to think a little bit because I forgot. I don't have object or information permanence, but so I have like done bits and pieces of like content throughout my entire life. I think it was just not consistent. For example, I started out by like art and writing content.
Right.
I'm not gonna say where, but
Oh.
so I started like writing stories and stuff like that and posting out on the internet, and then slowly I started branching out, and I was like, oh, like YouTube could be cool. And then I started playing Sims, and I was like, like
The gaming
at the
content.
yeah, I saw a lot of people do like Sims. I don't know. They would like Sims roleplay basically, but like
Okay.
as their characters. Yeah, they
Oh,
would like
yeah.
make up an entire series and like story, and then they post it on YouTube. So I was like, oh, I want to try that. And then I would like do it when my parents weren't home, and I would put like raw, unedited like gameplay footage
Like
on
the
YouTube.
entire VOD.
And then
I love
think
this one.
I think I just stopped doing that because I think it was just very hard. So I stopped doing sim stuff, and then slowly later I started doing study blog content where because I would study so much because you know, Asian parents.
Oh, of course.
And yeah, so I would study a lot, and I was like, oh, like what if I just put that on the internet? And then there was like a community for it too, where people would post like aesthetic.
That was a good study session right there.
Yeah, like so I started posting out on my Tumblr, and then I found out that people do like these vlogs and silent vlogs, or like aesthetic vlogs and stuff. So then after that, I got my first ever phone, and I was like, ooh, maybe I could try out vlogging. So I tried that style of vlogging where I wouldn't show my face or I wouldn't talk, but I would like do stuff, like day-to-day stuff. And I posted it on YouTube for a
Here's
little
me
bit.
doing laundry.
Yeah, literally. No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I would, like, let's say I would cook, like, dinner, and I would, like, film that, like, in a quote-unquote aesthetic way.
Oh, okay.
And then I would, like, post that, and then, you know, I started doing that. I think if I hadn't quit, I would have gotten, like, a community for it, because one of the videos was actually, like, doing pretty good. And I started...
Which one? Was it a cooking one?
It was no, it was actually a study with me sort of, you know.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like day in the life of sort of style, in a very specific like aesthetic. And I basically had gone to a cafe and I just vlogged the entire thing. And that people really liked that, and I started gaining some subscribers, and people were like, and I didn't post anymore. Because I had just like, I didn't have a PC or anything too at the time. I just had a laptop,
Right.
and it was really hard to like edit stuff. So people were like, "Oh my god, like please, why don't you post anymore?" And I felt so bad. I felt so bad.
I think it's time to return. It's time to return to the cafe.
Yeah. Oh my god. But but I really did enjoy making that sort of content from time to time. So if probably like in the future, if I do have an established audience, I will probably try to branch out. Something like what Pokimane is doing now. You know?
Oh yeah, I think I've gotten recommended like on my YouTube homepage of like people saying like join me on my like work day or something.
Yeah.
I think one of them I got recommended, like the biggest one I got recommended was like join me on my like Monday on a Starbucks day or like something like that. Like where they would literally vlog their entire work day. And I was, yeah. So I think that kind of content either branched that way or eventually you were going to ASMR. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
The study sesh ASMRs, that I've seen those pop up before. Especially,
like the 3-hour videos.
Oh, yeah, where it's just like pencil markings and that's like the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hope your audience is sad now that they didn't get study sesh number 2. Maybe in the future, guys, if you guys can get her there.
Maybe in the future, hopefully.
Speaking of like in the future, if you ever get so big, like those big, you know, big VTubers, do you have a kind of Oshi like that?
I don't want to say I have Oshis because I don't like religiously watch anyone per se.
Oh, okay.
But I do like admire a few people. For example, and they're not all like VTuber specific either. To be honest.
They don't have to be.
Yeah, so I think I really enjoy watching. Iron Mouse mostly because of her story. Like,
Oh my god. Iron Mouse is on a streak right now. You're
yeah,
actually third in a
because
row.
yeah, I honestly just find her story
Wait,
very like
sorry.
motivating.
Hold on.
Oh,
The Steam notification was crazy.
what? Don't worry about.
This interview room has been hacked. Where they're in. That's gonna look so funny when you're because I'm editing you in like a chair or like when I get the studio finished from the
it's just gonna
commission, so it's just pop up. That's great. Okay,
Oh, God.
continue about Iron Mouse.
Yeah, so honestly, it was just like her story that I really found motivating because like
Right.
you know it was very nice. And then I think who else? Wait, let me think. Hold on, I have a really bad memory. I do have a list of people that I really admire, but I just can't remember right now.
I have a really bad memory.
Wait,
You're put on
wait.
the spot.
I really also like same reasons Shy Lily's content.
Yes,
like,
hell yeah.
From where like where she like came from and like how she pretty
Mhm.
much rose to fame and like how hard she worked for it.
Mhm.
I think like most of these creators, it just shows that everybody starts somewhere, and that's
Oh, yeah.
honestly why I choose them as like someone I admire, because when you look back, they also started as someone like really small, and then you know
Yeah, they were streaming
like-
every day to like almost nobody.
yeah, exactly. And that brings me to the other creators who are not specifically like VTubers. Like for example, like Caseo, or like
Okay, so yeah.
yeah, or like freaking I don't know, like
Jinxie.
Kai.
Jinxie the
Yeah, or
recent one.
Jinxie. Yeah, Jinxie is like one of them too. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
he-
freaking
He gave that speech.
Wow.
He gave that speech at the Twitch awards where he was talking about like how literally a year ago he streamed daily to 2 people or something like that.
yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It's insane, and he just never gave up. So it like you just have to keep doing it. And I think like when you have creators that really are transparent about these things, like it actually like you know motivates you.
Oh
to
yeah,
keep doing
because
what
they
you're
know
doing.
where they came from more than anybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I absolutely hate when people are like, well, you just you got lucky when you got up there. I was like, nobody gets lucky. If you got lucky,
Yeah.
if you got lucky for 2 days and then everybody would leave. That's not really lucky.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how like the TikTok, or like if you let's say like you know someone blew up from TikTok or something,
Yeah.
right? Like if you justify that as them being lucky, then you know you would see that in their content, because with the way TikTok works, people get irrelevant in like with the snap of a finger, right? So the fact that like some people were still able to stay relevant, it just means that like they know what they're doing and they
Exactly.
figured the thing out, you know?
Yeah, because I mean, you can post one thing, and if
Yeah.
one thing does blow up, it doesn't mean the
Yeah.
next one will. But if you can do it multiple times, then that's hard work to get to that point. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think there was this video I think Ludwig had posted. I think he like made this new YouTube account
yes, yeah,
fresh.
I watched that.
But then someone had like
Someone didn't
someone
believe him?
responded.
Yes,
Yeah, someone
I
didn't believe
watched
them.
that one too.
Yeah. So, cause he sent it to Miskiff, but then someone was like, "Oh, you sent it to Miskiff, so
Yeah,
let me
so-
try out what
obviously.
you did." Yeah, and then like he did the same thing, and it popped off. So
Yeah,
like
I think
you know,
I think he didn't like how like there's the chance of Mizkif not watching the video was pretty big.
Yeah.
It's just that fact
Yeah.
that he did watch it popped it off. So he didn't
Yeah.
like that. So he wanted to get
Yeah.
through it just by using the algorithm, and he did.
Mhm.
So I mean,
yeah, he did.
I actually recommend literally anybody that's like, oh, I'll never make it. Watch that guy's video. That guy breaks it down in every single step of the way.
Yeah,
That's like a perfect
literally.
example.
Like if you think you're not doing well right now, you just have to improve your content. And like in terms of like improving content, it doesn't just mean like, oh, I just gotta be funnier. No, maybe even it's like the way you're presenting yourself, or
Mhm.
like the way you're trying to market yourself out there, because I feel like content creation is just so much about like marketing yourself
Oh,
and
yeah.
like
I mean, that's
selling
literally
yourself
that's half
to
of
the-
YouTube.
yeah, exactly. So, and yeah, I think also a lot of people underestimate how powerful YouTube's algorithm
Yes.
is.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, it's so organic, but it'll stay there. It's here to stay. For instance, with TikTok, you can have a successful video and you can gain like 50,000 followers in one night, but there's no like promise that those 50,000 followers are going to interact with your video literally the next day when you post something else.
TikTok,
but with YouTube,
yeah, TikTok is not like that.
Yeah, with YouTube, it's so different because number one, you gain those subscribers over time, but they tend to become like regular viewers. And I'm not even talking about like the short side of YouTube.
Yeah.
It's literally about like the long form side.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you think about it, when you scroll through YouTube recommended, you get recommended videos from 3, 4, 5 years ago. You open up TikTok, if you had something pop off, wait a week, no one will ever see that video again. They will never look at that video again. Unless they unless they find you through a different video, and then they go through your Twitch page, I mean not your Twitch page, your TikTok page, and they watch the video again. So it's not about having that one video, it's about having multiple of those one videos. So that's why I like YouTube. I always recommend people that if you feel like you're not branching out enough on Twitch, then you gotta go to YouTube. You gotta go to YouTube.
Yeah, and it's like
make some videos.
I feel like YouTube has so much more of a successful conversion rate for Twitch because the people who watch long form content have longer attention spans and can probably sit through a stream longer than, let's say, an average TikTok user. Right. So, yeah. I also go ahead.
Oh, sorry. That video that I posted has, I think it, as of the next couple days, it's probably gonna have close to 100,000 viewers.
That's so cool. But, I also saw that video, by the way. It's really cool.
Thank you. But speaking on that, like 100,000 on TikTok, I will never get anybody to click on my links. 100,000 is actually on the low end of pop off on TikTok. But from YouTube, I got 100,000 views. That gave me 300 followers on Twitch. Like that's it. I barely even stream on Twitch, and that's why I always recommend YouTube to people. If you don't believe that it works, I mean, just look at the examples.
Yeah, and I think people on YouTube like tend to, they have, like I said, they have the longer attention span to actually stay on your page, look around about what your profile is, and then they see that you stream, and then they're like, oh, let me check this guy out. Whereas TikTok people just see it, scroll. Bam, done. Yeah.
The longest they'll take on your video is a like.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's why, that, like you said, like if they can spend 15 minutes watching your video, they don't think anything of taking 1 minute to open your Twitch and following. They won't take a single second. I mean, they'll just do it real quick. But TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts isn't really that good either. YouTube Shorts, I think, is only good for if you posted a main video, you can link YouTube Shorts to your channel. Yeah. So it's only good for finding your YouTube channel, I think. And then your YouTube channel long form, that's for finding everything. That's everything video.
Yeah, I don't think even, I've seen that even with my shorts that kind of like, sort of did well, not a lot of people followed on Twitch. Like, I think it's honestly the same as TikTok, just a different, like, group of people. But yeah, like, even a lot of people that, like, come to my stream and they're like, oh, like, you know, hey, do you have any advice for people, like, that are just starting out? I always tell them that, number one, like, I don't think I'm in the position to give you advice because I'm figuring it out myself. But also, I just tell them that, like, if you don't know what to do with your content, just post it on YouTube. Yeah. Like, just post. You don't have to find out your niche. You don't have to, like, overthink anything. Just, like, post clips, whatever the frick you have, post on YouTube. And you'll figure it out as you go.
Yeah, I mean, I have an example on my YouTube channel. Like, the very first video, actually, I would say the first posted video. Everything else is in the void. We keep it there.
Yeah.
It is not good. Like, thumbnails shit, title is shit. The editing was done by me. It was not that good. Like, that's where I started. Like, that was not good. But I think that's almost a year by now. That was either 6 months to a year ago from now. But that's why it took me 6 months to get to the point where I can finally understand YouTube and stuff like that. So it really does take a lot of patience if you want to. But I think it's the best way to actually get yourself out there, especially if you're just starting. I think you should try to understand like YouTube itself. It's also another excuse to watch YouTube videos because you're like, I swear, I'm studying YouTube.
Yeah, no, it's actually like I think there. Oh my god, I could talk about this all day. Like, literally, number one, if you're not. So first of all, I feel like content creation itself is like, you know, how do I say it? Like an art form of its own. Where like, if you don't do it, how are you gonna get better?
True.
You know, like you gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, it's like drawing. That's what they'll tell you. That's what they'll tell you everywhere when it comes to any kind of skill. You have to do it first. Yeah,
exactly. Like anything, you gotta keep doing it. And then there's like also, you know, the research aspect. Like if you're doing something that's clearly not working, then figure out why it's not working. Don't just go to YouTube just for like watching a video. Like actually study why that video worked.
Why it popped off.
Yeah, right? And it helps. Like even with TikTok, like I think when I was doing my art TikTok videos, I like went through, you know, what was really like popular at the time, and I saw that there was like this recurring trend with like, you know, there was this like formula of a video that everybody was doing and it was like working, and if you did that, it automatically worked somehow. So there's always these like underlying trends even with YouTube and like social media in general. You just have to like, you know, do your research and just actually do it.
That's why I whenever I find people's YouTube or TikTok on like live streams when I'm looking through Twitch streamers, I always see something that popped off and I'll watch it and I'll be like, I have no idea why the fuck this popped off. I'll say it all the time. Like I think I even said in the most recent video, well, what's her name? Naku? By the way, Naku is a crazy good VTuber, but I saw one of her one of her TikToks, and TikTok is the one place like I don't know anything of. And one of them was literally like, she got scared by a fly, and that was the TikTok.
Yeah.
I was like, I said I don't even know if I said it in the video, but I said it in the VOD. I was like, I don't know why this popped off. I genuinely don't know. But that's the thing, is that a lot of times people start off, you have to understand what you're doing, and then eventually, if you give it enough patience, give it enough time, I think anybody can really pop off.
Yeah, you just need the experience. Like I said, it's literally like any other art form. Like, yeah.
Well, that was some good questions. I think that's it for all of like the questions for you. So some ending questions for just to end off the whole interview. I was actually about to ask you have any advice for aspiring VTubers, but that was kind of like that was basically it. That was it right there.
Just post. Just get your shit out there.
Exactly. Just post until you can finally understand what it's about.
Yeah.
But if you don't post, you're never gonna understand. And the last thing I'm gonna ask you is you can go ahead and shout yourself out and any events that are happening. But please note that this video probably comes out like 2 months. Probably.
Oh, that's fine. Just I don't have anything going on. I just play games, guys.
Play games. Literally open her Twitch. She's probably playing Cuphead. And if she's not playing Cuphead, tell her to play Cuphead until she finally beats that.
Yes. Yeah. So just check out my Twitch if you want to. I'm not totally holding you at gunpoint, but like, you know.
Unlike the last interview where she held me at gunpoint.
But yeah, that was very fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording. Thank you guys again for watching. Everything will be linked down in the description. Her channel, my channel, everything, all the TikToks, whatever we talked about today, it would probably be down there. But thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.